Hey guys, welcome back to Life with 18 Cats, and welcome to our impromptu live stream. Let's chat. Yeah. So let's get this out of the way first. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a little kitty video or decide to go live last minute like we're doing today. And if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, because it helps us to grow and reach new viewers, which is what today is all about. So all that being said, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me on such short notice. I have got some tough decisions ahead when it comes to the channel, and some things. I mean, let's just lay this out. Okay, so basically I'm doing this because I wanted to make sure you guys are always informed. Like I've always been very transparent about this, about what happens here, what we're doing, about myself, my situation. I don't believe it's advantageous to anyone to be, to be secretive or anything. The more you're honest with people, the more trust you gain, the more communication there is, and the stronger relationships you can form with people. So basically what I wanted to do is just inform everybody where things are right now. And this is going to be about finances a lot. And that's unfortunately the way the world works. I'm not a materialistic person. Never have been. I hope you guys know that. So money is always one of those things, like it's not the most important thing. I get that that's what makes the world go round. It's not something that I like, but it is a fact, and we all have to live with it right now. That's not going to go away anytime soon. So I have told you guys before, I really, really, really want to make this, what we're doing right here. I would like to make this my full-time job. Just everything. This would be everything to me. To be able to have this community full-time, to be able to just jump in and have you guys, participating with me and participating with you guys and videoing the kitties and sharing them with you guys and just make an entire life out of that. And like I've told you guys before, because my goal ultimately would be I would love to buy a hobby farm and have like a rescue sanctuary thing that I could run and have, and that would be amazing. So that's kind of my end goal. However, while getting to the end goal, I still have to be mindful of what's current. So I'm going to lay some things out here. It's something that, a lot of people on YouTube won't do, but I'm going to do it because, well, I don't care. I mean, I don't see why not. What's going to happen if I do? Nothing. So I'm going to this is the reality of the YouTube thing. You guys know how many subscribers we have, and you guys know that I'm consistent. So there's certain little things that they tell you when you start YouTube. You need to be consistent. You need to upload daily. You need to have engagement with your audience. Well, as you guys all know, we have engagement with the audience. I mean, I know every single name in the chat right now because we talk all the time. You guys are always engaged with the content. My weekly reports in my studio shows me the engagement is very high on my channel. So I have engagement. I have consistency. We have over 200 videos on this channel. And as you guys all know, we have almost 3,700 subscribers. Now, here's the harsh reality of all that. I get paid once a month from YouTube. Currently, with all those things I just told you, I make $200 a month. 200. No, I did not forget a zero somewhere. $200 a month. That's what I make on this channel right now. And that's it. Because basically, where you make your money in YouTube is by doing live streams and getting super chats, memberships, and sponsored deals, brand deals. So, when we go live, and I'm gonna put this in a perspective to make sure you guys understand where I'm going with this. So when Target or Walmart put out an advertisement for the sales in their stores, that's a business, it's a company, right? They're looking to turn a profit. So they're advertising to you, hey, this is what I have for sale, this is my product, and they want you to come spend their money or your money at their store, right? Right. This is my product. This is my store. So when I come into here and I do a live stream or whatever, asking you guys for super chats or super stickers or anything else, that's basically the same thing. I'm saying, hey, this is my product, and if you like it, please help me out, because this is my job. This is my livelihood. This is where I make money. If that doesn't happen, then there's no money coming in. And yeah, Stephanie, if that wow is for me saying $200, yeah, wow, $200 is what I make, and that's it. Jenna just put up a comment here that, yeah. And this, we're gonna, like I just told Jenna this before the stream started. I said, I think Jake's little stream is going to go down in history as the only stream that Kim didn't cry on. But when I ask you guys for super chats or super stickers, even if it's, listen, $1.99, 99 cents, it doesn't matter. Me asking you for those things is not me being greedy. I am nowhere near a greedy person, because that's just not me. But it is me saying, hey, here, I'm advertising my product. That's me and my cats. Obviously, I mean, I assume you guys like the product because you guys are always here for us. And I love that. However, there is an aspect of finances that I have to address. I don't have a choice. I don't like it. I hate it. This is the most, I think we talked about this once before. This is the most uncomfortable thing that I've ever had to do in my life. I hate it. I don't like it. I would rather just get a paycheck at the end of the day and just not say a word. But that's not how this works. Unfortunately, this is, it's difficult to do this. So that being said, I have a mortgage. I have a car payment. I have insurance payment. I have my regular bills just like everybody else. And so I have to pay those bills. And this is not me. I don't want anybody to think that this is like me saying do this or else, because that's not the case. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to always make sure that I'm being upfront and honest with you guys, transparent with you guys, and let you guys know ahead of time what we're looking at. Because I don't want this to be a situation where I say nothing and then all of a sudden I have to disappear and you guys are left going, what the heck happened? Well, we could have helped if you would have asked us, that kind of thing. So I am coming to you and I am saying to you that my choice at these are some tough decisions I may have to face. And that tough decision would be to back off of the channel. And I'm not saying the channel would disappear, because I would not do that. I would not do that to you guys. And I enjoy it way too much to just say, I'm shutting down the channel. The channel's not going anywhere. However, if this channel can't garner, Stephanie, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that more than you will ever know. I'm about to tell you why. So I may have to make this hard decision of saying I have to back off the channel and just not be here as much. Like, we're talking maybe a video once a week, if that, because the job I would have to take on would require me to not only leave you guys, but leave the cats, because I would have to take my job back in Minnesota while living in Missouri. So I would have to basically be flying up to Minnesota for a week or two every single month, leave the cats in the house and everything in Randy's very capable hands. But I'd have to leave everything. And I would have to do that in order to get the bills paid and everything. And I don't want to do that. And it's not because I don't like the job. I love my job. I love that job. I do. It's the whole, I'd have to leave my home and the cats for a week to 2 weeks every month in order to make things work. And that's not something I want to do. And I don't want to leave you guys, and I don't want to leave the channel. So I am basically, right now, that what brought this on is that because of, and I can't get into a lot of detail because the details involve more than just my information. So I hope you guys understand that. I can't share somebody else's information, but due to circumstances beyond my control, my income that I rely on won't be here until later on in the month, whereas usually it's at the beginning of the month. And so I just lost my car insurance, and I have to figure that out somehow before the finance company for my car finds out and they come and take my car, because that will be very bad. And I have to get a hold of the city today, because as of right now, my electricity will be shut off tomorrow. Because like I said, there's nothing I can do about it. The money that usually I would get at the beginning of the month will not be available until later on in the month. And so therefore, I'm sitting in the position right now with nothing until, and just so you guys understand, YouTube payment, that's at the end of the month. So YouTube payment comes in at the end of the month. Everything else, yeah. So The money will be there. It just won't be there in time for the deadlines or the due dates for some of these bills, like my insurance that I had to let slide. Luckily, it was a renewal period, and it didn't shut down my account because I have both my policy and my son's policy, so the policy's still open. It's just the specific insurance on my car lapsed. Like I said, I'm not coming to you and saying, hey, feel bad for me. Hey, please, whatever. I'm coming to you to be transparent, to be upfront, to be honest, because I don't want you guys to all of a sudden be sitting here going, well, where did Kim go? And I don't want to make that decision. But in the interest of taking care of these guys and making sure there's a roof over all of our heads, I may have to make that tough decision because, unfortunately, like I said, YouTube is not, at this juncture at least, is not this lucrative get-rich-quick scheme that a lot of people seem to think it is. And like I said, just to put it in perspective, we are almost 3,700 strong. We have 22 members right now, and we have a lot of very faithful people and a lot of engagement, and we have over 200 videos up on our channel, and I make $200 a month. That is it. So unless a brand deal comes along, I don't have any options. I don't. And I hope you guys understand that this is not what I want to do. I want to be here and I want to be doing this every day. However, it just won't be possible if I have to take my job back. So on one hand, I'm telling you, don't worry. I will make things work here. Things will get taken care of. It's just in order to do that, I may have to sacrifice some of this in order to do it, which is not what I want to do. But I always want to be upfront with you guys, and I want to be honest with you guys, and I want you guys to understand how things are going and what's going on and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, so you guys are never left wondering. You guys have been very, very, very loyal and devoted to me and very supportive to me. So I feel like I at least owe you guys an update and current information as to what's going on for all of us. Because, I invited you guys into my house. I invited you guys into our life. And I am so glad you're all here. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I really wouldn't. And like I said, even if I have to do that, I will not be giving up the channel. Not for a second. Nope. But I will have to back down on the channel, and that's not something I want to do. So I just wanted to make sure you guys understood where we're at and what's going on. So I know it's a lot for everybody to take in. But yeah, that's where things are. So as of right now, we have our stream scheduled for this weekend for the Christmas one. I'm going to do everything in my power to keep that schedule. But there's a good chance that if the city doesn't want to give me any extra time for the electric bill, that the electricity will get shut off tomorrow, and we will be without electricity until Monday. If that's the case, then there's nothing I can do about it. I can't do a live stream without electricity. So yeah, that's where that's at for this weekend. I'm like I said, I'm going to do everything in my power to try to make sure that doesn't happen. I will throw myself at the mercy of the city. Jenna just put up a comment that I was going to get to here in a minute, but I'm glad she reminded me because I will forget in the midst of all this. But yeah, in the description, if somebody wants to help at all financially, like I said, this is my business. This is my job. What I'm doing right now, this is my job. Jenna has linked my Venmo, my PayPal, and my Cash App links in the description for this. So if somebody wants to, at some point, it doesn't have to be right this second. It doesn't have to be. If anybody wants to help with my business, my job, if anybody wants to support this business that I've got going on here with you guys, that's a way to do it. And I appreciate it more than you guys will ever imagine. But like I said, I'm not begging for charity here. I'm just saying this is my job and this is how I make a living. And I have to be able to make that living in order to make this job work. small businesses shut down all the time because they don't have enough income. And I don't want this to be one of those things, because this is literally a small business. That's how it files in taxes. It is a self-employed small business. So yeah, that's where things are. So I don't know if anybody has any questions that they want to ask right now about what's going on, or if they have anything they want to add to this. Jenna, I'm going to ask you, is there anything I'm forgetting that I was going to talk about?
I don't think so, Kim. I don't have anything else on my notes.
All right, yeah, I hit my notes too. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anything I was forgetting. But again, you guys, I mean, I want you guys to understand how incredibly thankful I am for all of you guys, how incredibly important you guys are. And if you can't, here's the other thing. If you can't, do like Stephanie did the 1999 super sticker. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate that so much. That was very helpful. That's awesome. If you guys can't do things like that, the best way to go about helping us is to share this. There's a link, on every single video where you can share the video. Share it to your Facebook, share it to your Instagram, share it to your X account, share it to your TikTok account, whatever. You can share it across all platforms, because the more it gets shared, the farther the reach. And here's another thing that I'm learning. The YouTube algorithm, when things are getting shared a lot by you guys, that's another thing that puts us into the algorithm more. So the more you guys are involved in the channel. So yeah, if you guys can't financially help, I'm telling you, I promise you, the more you guys are involved. Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you for that so much. That's awesome. I'm so grateful for everything, you guys. Thank you. The more you guys are involved in the channel by sharing and liking, like I said, I cannot stress that thumbs up thing. That is one of the most important things you guys can do, is just hit that thumbs up. Because that's going to push us into the algorithm, get us in front of more eyeballs on the internet, on YouTube, and sharing us across all the different platforms. I mean, I've been trying really hard to keep up with my Instagram and my TikTok, and even the X account, which I don't have that much of a gathering there, but I've been doing it anyways, just in case something catches. It's kind of like throw it at the wall and see what sticks kind of thing. So I've been doing everything I can to get things out there, but I can only do so much, because I only have so much of a following. I don't know how much of a following any of you guys have on any of those platforms, but the more eyeballs, the better. So even if you only have 5 people that look at your Instagram, sharing my videos on there is 5 more people that I didn't have before. So yeah, so if you can't help financially, please make sure that you're hitting that thumbs up button. Please make sure you're hitting the share button. Stephanie, I feel for you. Kim, can you get energy assistance in Missouri because of your income level? Stephanie, so I found out in Missouri that getting anything in this state is like pulling teeth. It is, they have so many hoops, so much red tape, so much stuff that you have to go through in order to get something. It's insane. Put it this way. My internet service, there is, and Wanda was helping with this. Well, Wanda knows lots about this stuff. There's a way where you can get your internet service reduced by $30, right? Each month. I applied for that with no income except for the $200. They said I make too much. How? I don't know. But then getting through to somebody, to talk to somebody to find out, is like pulling teeth. They make it so impossible for you to actually do anything. Yeah. So I'm sure there is. And, yes, you're right, Stephanie. Wisconsin, so is Minnesota. That's why I know how to do these things should I need them, because in Minnesota, Wisconsin, it's so much easier. But in Missouri, they make it so impossible. It's like, you can't. Stacy Andrews, have you thought about asking other cat YouTubers for help? Colin Marbley family. I have actually gone to some of their channels. Most of them don't have an email account. And if they do, it's one of those generic email accounts that's run by somebody else. And they have so many emails that the chances of getting seen by them you're better off trying to win the lottery in most of those situations. But yes, I've checked actually into Colin Marblade and a couple other ones, Chris the Catman. I have literally gone to a lot of these channels, and I'm going to be, this is the next thing I'm going to do. I am going to attempt this, whether it's going to pan out or not, I don't know. I am going to make a video about, just a short video about me, the cats, and our situation and how this came about. And I'm going to submit it to the Dodo because they're a very big channel. They do a lot of really good work and they have a lot of exposure for people. And if I can get their attention and can get featured on their channel, that might help. I'm hoping. I'm not looking for a handout. I'm not looking for some kind of catapult into the stratosphere because somebody gives me a shout out, because I'm going to explain something to you guys. Shout outs are probably one of the worst things somebody can do with their channel, because, and I'm going to use, I don't know how many people here are gaming people, but I don't know if you guys have ever heard of PewDiePie, but he, for 8 years, was the highest. He was the biggest creator on YouTube for 8 years. He was number one. In fact, I'm wearing his merch right now. And he actually gave a shout out to other people, and they literally got this just inundated with subs, right? So they went from having like 1,000 subs. He gives them a shout out. They have 20,000 subs, but just as quickly as they came, they go away. You know why? Because it turns out that that's not the material. Yes, they jumped in there because it was material that PewDiePie, shouted out, but it turns out it's not the material that they want to stick around for. So yeah, shout outs are not something that people want. It sets an expectation for your channel in the algorithm or in your analytics that is really hard mentally to come back from. So it's not, I'm not looking for a handout. Now, let's see. I just noticed something. Let's see. Stacy says, let me look. I managed to contact Cole and Marmalade. You know what? I would love to do a collab. That's the thing. I don't need somebody to shout me out. I don't need somebody to do all those things. Just a collab would be great. I would love to do a collab. I would love to do a let's chat with some of these people. Find out what I'm so interested in other people's lives with their cats, especially, ones that are living on YouTube, and how they handle it, how they do it. A little bit of an inside look. That's what my let's chats are for. So yeah, I would love to do collabs. I'm not asking for a handout. I'm asking for some opportunities to grow my channel. I'll put the work in. I just need the opportunities to do it. So if that helps with what I'm trying to say right now, Mary Miles, I just noticed something. She said YouTube takes a big portion of super chats. Would it be better to use other links, PayPal, etc.? And Mary, listen. Here's the thing. You're right. When you guys do super chats, yes, I'm gonna tell you the truth. YouTube takes 45% of that. However, I also know that saying, hey, just send me some money on my Cash App, my whatever. Some people aren't comfortable doing that. And I get it. I completely get it. So I would never ask somebody to do something that they're not comfortable with. And if it's more comfortable for somebody with their finances and their account information, I'm not going to tell somebody to do something that they're not comfortable with. No, because I wouldn't want somebody asking me to do something I'm not comfortable with. So that's why I'm saying I'm giving everybody options. If you want to go, if you're comfortable with going the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo app, whatever route, great, do it. If you're not comfortable with that, that's okay. We have super chats. We have super stickers. As you just saw, we have two examples of those right here, right now. So yeah, do anything with whatever anybody's comfortable with. And I am not asking anybody to put themselves in a financial crunch on themselves. Do not do something that puts you in a bad spot. That's why I'm saying the other way you guys can help, that's just as important, would be to just seriously make sure that you're hitting that thumbs up on every single video that you guys come across if you like it. Again, I'm not asking you to do something. If you watch a video and you're not real great, that's not your favorite video, then don't do something that you don't mean. Don't hit the thumbs up, because I want to be able to do what I'm doing in a way that's fulfilling. So if I'm not living up to an expectation, then don't tell me I am. Okay. Stephanie, it's fine. Honey, don't worry about it. Listen, it's okay, because you know what? Like I said, what you're doing, it actually is twofold. You're donating, or you're helping out with a super sticker, and at the same time, you are creating engagement for the channel. So it's okay. Don't worry. It's okay, because you just basically you just took too quick out of the gate. It's okay, honey. It is. God, please don't feel bad. No, it's okay, because you know what? Mr. YouTube has to get their cut. That's number one. And number two, like I said, you're helping with engagement for the channel, because like I said, everything you guys do on here, when you watch a video, when you share a video, when you like a video, when you guys are engaged in commenting on videos, those are all the things that makes us recognized by the algorithm, and then the algorithm pushes us out. Because what people don't realize about the algorithm is not a vicious monster. What it is, it's an AI system that basically will take, and it's pushing out content to you guys based on what you guys are watching and what you guys like. So the more you guys like things, the more those things are pushed out to people. So you guys are in charge of what gets. People think, oh, it's only big channels. Well, yeah, bigger channels tend to get bigger pushes because they have bigger audiences and they have bigger amounts of thumbs up. They have a bigger amount of this. We can do that too. We can do that even though we're just a growing channel, because if we can get what's a bonus for us is that our level of engagement is easier to make big. So getting a 75% engagement from your audience when you only have 1,000 subscribers is easier than getting 75% when you have 200,000 subscribers. See what I'm saying? Jenna, you're right. We are just getting started. And I want to keep doing this. That's why I'm coming to you guys, because I don't want to have to drop this off. I don't want to have to back this off. I think we're doing a great job. I think we've got some great momentum here. It's just unfortunately, because the world works on the almighty dollar, peso, lira, pound, whatever, wherever you're from, because the world is run by money, the reality is that you have to play that game, and I hate that game. I think we should just become a sovereign nation, Jenna. Let's just forget it. Let's just move somewhere and become a sovereign nation. We won't have to be governed by that anymore. We can secede. We'll secede from the union. That's it. I'm boycotting. So anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna make light of this right now because so let's see. I want to get to a couple of comments. I want to back up a little bit, Jenna, because I know there's a couple back here that we didn't get to because I was talking.
Go ahead, you do you.
Okay, thank you, hon. I wanted to catch this one. I hope Figaro's watching this intro, Catitude. I wanted to touch on that one because I thought it was so cute. For those of you that watched that video, listen, he was literally, I didn't realize it at first what he was doing, but he was honest to God watching the TV, and every time a kitty popped up, he would get this look on his face, and he was like bowing down and getting back up, and he was going to attack. He was so mesmerized by the fact, because he was watching it here and there, but it wasn't until all of their pictures came up, like the ones at the beginning are just random kitties, but as soon as their pictures came up, that's when he stopped in his tracks, and he was just like, wait a minute, I know that cat. So when people tell me, oh, cats can't understand what's on TV, oh, yes, they can. And unfortunately, Figaro is not in here, even if he was. What I'm watching on my screen right now is a very tiny square. It's after I'm done here, I'll go and I'll play it. And believe me, I'll get him out here. I'll get him in the living room and I'll play it on the big screen and see if he does it again. I'll see if I can recreate that because I want to see. I'm very interested. And Mary Miles, I was going to tell you, hang on, I've got to get my stuff here. I'm backing way up, guys, so just hang on. I'm going to get to everybody. This is what I'm going to try to do. Mary says, weather turned here. I had to cancel my petty appointment. Use the locker and it's cold. Yes, Mary, please do not do that. Please take care of yourself and be safe. Definitely. And Stephanie, what do you mean you want snow? Stephanie, we need to talk. You do not want snow, girl. Come on, no. Especially in Wisconsin. You know what that snow is like. Ick. Let's see. And then Stephanie with the super sticker. Like I said, thank you very much for that, Stephanie. I appreciate that so much. Oh my God, I got it. And then Susan with the super sticker. Thank you very much, Susan. I appreciate that too. Thank you. Asking other YouTubers. Yeah, that'd be, and Stacy with the idea of the other YouTubers. Like I said, I mean, I would love, I'll tell you right now, who I would love to sit down and talk to, because I would love way more information from this one. And that's from the Kitten Lady. I think she is amazing. I think she is phenomenal. I think she is very smart. She's very wise. She is very educated in what she does. I think what she does is, I can't get enough of what she does. I would love to be her, but at the same time, I wouldn't. And I'll tell you what, people always said to me, Kim, you should be a vet. No, because I could never handle the loss. I could never handle You saw me when we had to lose Phoenix, and that was just a matter of life. That was not just, that was a tragic, traumatic thing. It was traumatic in its own right, but it was also just life. So I couldn't handle the loss. I would mentally, I would do more damage to me than I would do any good to anybody else. So yeah, so I couldn't, but I would love for somebody like her. I would love to pick her brain and just find out more about her and just personally and what she does and how. Yeah. So I mean, yes, I would love to do collabs. Like I said, I would love to do collabs with them. And Stephanie also said, how do you make too much? What's the matter with these people? So what they required from me was, and we're going back to the internet thing, the assistance thing. What they required was something showing that I qualified for unemployment, because obviously I got laid off and I do qualify for unemployment. And I'm not going to get into unemployment, but let me just tell you that if you don't live in Missouri, you're lucky, because Missouri has got one of the lowest payouts for unemployment that I have ever heard of, and one of the lowest payouts in the nation. And their requirements there are really strict. So that being said, I had to supply them with my approval letter. Now, approval letter is just that, an approval letter. It does not mean that I'm actually drawing on that unemployment, because up until last week, I wasn't. And I applied for this assistance almost a month ago. Because the amount of money that I potentially could get from unemployment, that's what they said, I make too much. Mm-hmm. I wasn't drawing that money, though. I wasn't taking it. But I think they were going, oh, but yeah, you could if you wanted to. So, and I don't even know how that would be too much, because I don't believe, when I added up in my head, I don't believe that even comes to the amount that they, yeah. So that's what they were using as their measurement. It was something that I could potentially get from unemployment if I wanted to draw off it. But I didn't, the reason why I didn't draw off it is because you only get it for a certain amount of time. You only have a certain amount of money. Well, yes, this sucks right now, but there's other things I could be doing, which, I mean, is this and my job in Minnesota. So if I don't absolutely 100% have to draw off of that, I don't want to, because what if something happens later on where I literally have no option but that unemployment, and it's not there because I used it up already? I don't want that to be a thing. So I'm very careful about my unemployment, just so you know. Stephanie said, you just need a channel push for real. No, you're right. I mean, that'd be great. It's kind of the dream of everybody. It's one of those things. Yeah. So Stacy, what did Stacy? Stacy, you have to explain this to me. You said, oh, they have a website. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing you're talking about Coal and Marmalade right now. And if that's the case, please explain. I'd like to know more. I wonder what, okay, it says, she said, I always wonder why 37, but not many seem to watch the videos anymore. And like right now, there's only 17 watching. That doesn't make sense. Here's the thing, because I mean, obviously I knew there was only going to be a certain amount of people on here, because not a lot of people because of time zones. You got to remember there's time zones, and we literally have people like Karen in Australia. She does her best to get in here anytime she can, but she can't always make it. So there's a time zone issue. So some people can't make it, but yeah, right now we have a very core set of people, which is you guys, that are always here. And that includes, this handsome devil here. Oh, hey guys. Only he's going to understand that, and Jenna's going to understand that. So it's an inside thing.
Hey, Andy. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you very much, Andy. We're just listening to Kim rant right now about how YouTube doesn't pay much, and I might have to back off of the YouTube thing in order to take a job in Minnesota, which is going to take me away from home for weeks at a time, and I don't want to do that. So now that you're all caught up, hi, Andy. Welcome to the stream. It's a good time. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm getting all the.
Kim, I wanted to interrupt you before, because you guys were talking about the doing collaborations and stuff, and we're not announcing anything yet, but we do have guests coming on. Other YouTubers and stuff. We have things planned for the channel. Providing you can get there.
Right now, we have one tentatively coming up in January. As long as things remain on the course they're on now. I don't want to. The reason why I'm not going to announce this yet is because I with YouTube schedules and with people's, things. Sometimes things can change, and I don't want to make a promise to somebody or promise to you guys that could potentially, get pushed out or whatever else. So we're waiting until later to announce it. But just so you guys know, I do have at least one collab that we're hopefully going to have for you guys in January. So just be on the lookout for that. We'll announce it closer to the date when we know for sure we have it actually locked down and nobody's schedules are going to change at the last minute. So yeah, so there's that. Thank you, Jenna, for bringing that up. We can reach out. You said we can reach out. Oh, the kitten lady, Jenna, is that who you meant in that comment? We can reach out to her.
Oh yes, the kitten lady.
Okay. Yeah, I think she's phenomenal.
Yeah,
I think she's great. I have such huge mad respect for what she does and what she knows how to do and how much she does. She's so amazing.
I'm not sure if I know her. I'll have to look her up and see.
Oh God, Jenny, you will fall in love with her. She is awesome. She is so awesome. What she does for some of these animals, and just the fact that if it wasn't for her, so many animals would just not make it. And she's awesome.
I'll definitely check it out and reach out to her.
Yeah. Stacy, I'll reach out to Colin Marmalade. I have the website on my browser right now. Thank you so much, Stacy. I appreciate that. See, and this is where I'm asking you guys for help. Even things like this. Anybody that has, here's another thing. If enough people reached out to certain people and say, hey, check this person out, that's something else everybody can do. If everybody can help out with that. I mean, enough people start sending messages to somebody saying, hey, check this person out. They're going to see it on the radar a little bit more, and they're going to be like, hey, maybe I should check this out, which would be awesome. Stephanie said, Stephanie, you're adorable. She said, I love snow. I'll make snow angels, and I'm disabled. I don't give a hoot. Stephanie, you are so adorable. I just love you so much. And the kitten lady is awesome with her tats. She is. I know her tats are so cool. Speaking of tats, for those of you that don't know, I, believe it or not, do not have a single cat tattoo yet. I don't have one. I'm not sure why, but I don't, believe it or not. However, it has come to my attention recently that I actually know somebody that I didn't know I knew that has their own tattoo shop here in town. So I am working with them right now on a collab to do a live stream from their shop while they do my first cat tattoo, which is going to be probably right across here. And it is going to be the YouTube channel. So be on the lookout for that too. We're just gotta figure out timing and whatever for both the live stream. When Jen is available, I'm available, and when he has time in his shop that we're not taking away from his paying customers or whatever, because we'll be plugging his location and whatnot as well as doing the tattoo. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. That's gonna be so exciting. I'm super excited about having that tattoo finally. And there's no tattoo I could think in the world that I would want than the YouTube channel. This one right here. Tiny Fairy, I know your heart is in the right place, but 18 cats are way too many. Please don't get mad at me. Just my opinion. I would never, ever get mad at anybody for their opinion. That is a very valid opinion. I completely understand. I really hope, the only thing I'm going to ask is that you've actually watched the videos on my channel, like all of them. If you're going to have that opinion, that's perfectly fine. You can have whatever opinion you want. It's your opinion and that's your right. And I will respect that. I just ask that you make that opinion based on all information available to you. And that means I've got over 200 videos on my channel. Please, please, please. That's all I'm asking. Just give my channel a chance. Give my situation a chance before you make that judgment. And if you have watched all my videos and you've seen the interactions and you've seen my cats and how they're taken care of and what goes on in my house, if you've seen all that and you still tell me that that's too many, then you know what? Then that's just how it goes. And I would never, please understand that I'm not one of those people. I will never get mad at somebody for voicing their opinion. I won't. As long as you voice it in a respectful manner, which you did. And I appreciate that. I respect you for coming in and saying, hey, this is my opinion. It might not be popular, but it's my opinion. Thank you for doing that so respectfully, because that's not something a lot of people can do. So yeah, you're a good person for that. And I respect you and I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. Everybody deserves to be heard, not just the people that agree with me. Let's see. I'm sending a message to Cole and Marmalade. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you. Stacy says she's from the UK. You're all the way in the UK. Girl, you killing it over there. You're over there trying to help me out from thousands of miles away. I wish I could say that someday I'll see the UK, but I probably won't because I'm really, really not about getting on a plane and going across the ocean. Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm a big sissy, and everybody can say it. You can say whatever you want. I'm probably never going to do it. I just can't. I can't. My brain cannot wrap around flying across the ocean. Nope. Oh, okay, Stephanie says I meant a hernia 3 levels of my back, and I was in an animal care. Wisconsin side. I came in early on my shift and stayed late just to love the animals up. That's so sweet. I love it. I know, and this is where I just saw the beginning of this. I hated when I had to leave at night because some of the animals couldn't get enough love. They wanted me to help euthanize them back, and I told them to get somebody else because I refused to do it. And exactly, no, listen, then that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I mean, I would just set up shop. I'd have a sleeping bag at the place because there's no way I would be able to leave at night and just be like, "Okay, guys, see you in the morning. Bye." I mean, that's why some people can't understand why there's people out there that are like, "You sleep with your bedroom door open?" Yep. How can you do that? Because the cats need to be able to come in there. I'm not going to shut the door. No, I can't do that. No. I don't know who is screaming right now. Who is screaming? Gira! Come here, Gira. What are you doing? Oh, gosh. She gets me every time with that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. I got fired from that job because of things refused to do and because I hurt my back, which cost them money. The people that worked there were mostly Jack A's. Stephanie, watch your language, girl. But the animals were the only reason I kept working there. A lot of animals while I was there, and it was horrible. I know. In fact, one of my most favorite dogs was a black I put down. That's just I can't. I mean, I'd love to be the person. Listen, I'd love to be the person that saves the world. I really would. I'd love to be the person that just. I'd love to be the person that saves all the animals. Just make sure that no animal suffers ever again. But that's just not realistic. It's just not. You can only do as much as you can do. So I'm doing what I can here, and I hope to God it's enough. At the end of the day, I really do. Stacy, message has been sent. Kim, hope this helps you. Stacy, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And even if I never hear from them, the fact that you just went through all that and did all that for me is just makes this a Kim stream because Kim was going to cry. You guys are awesome. This is what I mean. You guys are so phenomenal. This is why I wanted to come to you guys and let you guys know what was going on, because I wanted you guys to know that this is what's going on. And I would rather be here with you guys, doing this with you guys, than anywhere else. I just have to be realistic at the same time. So, yeah. I was in a rescue. I'm going to marry. I was in a rescue animal care for 12 years. Oh, yeah, that's right. I took care of up to 53 kitties free range in one building. I sure miss them. I bet you do, honey. I bet you do. That's awesome that you did that. Thank you for everything you did. That's amazing. It really is. Let's see. Oh, something got skipped. Okay. Stephanie. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. Animals, especially catitude. I will never get on a plane, period. Really? Okay, so I've flown 3 times in my life. The last time was actually not too long ago. I flew up to Minnesota, and that was the first time I flew by myself. It wasn't so bad because it's like literally the first 15 minutes. I can't stand takeoff. Takeoff is where I hate takeoff. If I can get through that, I'm fine, because going from here to Minnesota is only like an hour total. So you're only at cruising altitude for like about 35, 40 minutes. Otherwise, it's the ascent and the descent. So as long as you can get through the takeoff, you're fine. So, I mean, I could live with that, but that's about as far as I can go. I mean, if you make it more than I think a 3-hour flight would probably be my limit. Then I'm going to start freaking out and lose my mind, and I don't want to do that. Let's see. Perfect life. As long as you're able to care for them and love them, which you do, the numbers are relevant. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much, Perfect Life. I appreciate that. I do. And we've talked about this before. And yes, you're right. As long as you can take care of them responsibly and reasonably, then you're fine. It's when people start trying to take care of things that are beyond their actual ability. That's when problems start happening. And like I've told you guys before, And I will tell you right here and right now, since I've been laid off, if there have been days where I did not eat because my list of priorities goes like this. The bills are paid, the animals are taken care of, and then we put food in the house. That's how this goes. So the bills get paid. And actually, I'm going to tell you right now, the bills are actually falling by the wayside because they've got food. They've got food, and now I'm doing everything I can to take care of the bills. But those two are kind of neck and neck for first, I guess, because yeah, I won't lose the house. Put it that way. I won't lose the house. We will have a roof over our heads, come hell or high water. I don't care what I have to do for that. But everybody's gonna have food. But I have literally gone a couple days here and there with no food for myself because I made sure these guys were taken care of and the bills were taken care of. Now, is that necessarily the best scenario? No. But again, I made these decisions. They didn't, so they are not going to suffer for it. I will take the hit before I will allow them to take the hit. That's just how my life is. That's how I feel about it. And everybody has their feelings. Everybody has their opinions about that. And that's fine. Like I had said before, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You feel free to voice your opinion. I will accept your opinion all day long as you give me an opinion that is based on information and all the information available for you. If you've considered all the information available to you and then formed an opinion, it does not have to be the same as mine. I respect the fact that other people have opinions and they're always going to align with mine. And that's okay. That's what makes people different. I appreciate everybody. And like I said before, there was an opinion that didn't necessarily align with mine, but that's okay because it was done in a respectful manner. And I appreciate that. And I will acknowledge that. And I will go with that. I mean, that's fine. So yeah, I wish I was I wish I was a millionaire because I could come alongside you. I know words are cheap, but I truly would help you out. Stephanie, listen, I know, yes, words are cheap, but you know what? I believe you because, like I said, you guys are my diehards. You guys are always there for me. You guys are always there to listen. You guys are always there to help. You guys are always there to be supportive. No matter what I've asked, you guys have been there, especially right now. This is an impromptu stream that we gave you a couple hours notice, and here you guys are tuning in and doing everything you can to help. And I believe you. I do. I believe you were. If I was a millionaire, I'd probably change a lot of things. I would change a lot of things in my life. But you know what? I can tell you, and I promise you this much, it doesn't matter how much money I ever made. I would still be here doing this with you guys. Because this has been literally the single outside. I'm not going to. People are like, oh, what about when your kids are born? Listen, that's a given. Okay. Obviously when you have kids, your kids are born, that's probably the single greatest thing in your whole entire life. And there's nothing that can top that. Okay. We already know that part. Outside of those obvious things, this has been the single best thing I have ever done in my life is make this YouTube channel, meet all of you guys, and get to do this. This has literally been in 48 years. This is literally the best thing I've ever done. This is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. This is the happiest I've ever been. And Randy will tell you that because, Randy was around before the YouTube channel and he's around now. And he will literally tell you all day long that this has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. You guys are the best thing that's ever happened to me in our life. And I'm so appreciative of that. I'm just looking at the chat real quick. I'm just seeing where we're at here. I too needed a 3-level back infusion. My passion for animals are still there, even though I can't work as an animal care tech anymore. There's the things that you can do besides, actually putting in physical labor. I mean, you can donate a little bit of time, just just being there to be a companion for little animals in the Humane Society sometimes. Because I know that Humane Society in Minnesota, where I used to live, they had people that would volunteer to come in just to sit and just play with the kitties or play with the puppies or play with them just so that when there was nothing else going on. And that's not something to do. I mean, you don't have to be able to do a lot, just something to make some kind of difference. And I don't know what's wrong. I went on a 9-hour flight to Poland and did a mission trip over there. That was a long plane ride. And coach, I don't suggest ever sitting in coach if you're going overseas. That would be a long ride in coach. Oh my gosh, that'd be so long. I don't know how you did that. That's crazy. We need help, just not in the physical realm. Stephanie Wood, thank you for caring for those precious souls. Yes, Mary, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Hang on, what about Jackson Galaxy? He has a huge love for cats. I think he has a channel here on YouTube as well. Yeah, he does. And again, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to try to get anywhere near. It's like saying I'm going to go to Hollywood because I want to go meet George Clooney, which I mean I do, but I'm not going to actually be able to do that. Just because I want that does not mean that they're going to, they're going to have time for me. Oh, sorry, that they're going to have time for me or anything else. And oh my gosh. I pulled on a cord and I unplugged my laptop and it just told me, hey, yeah, it's on power saver mode, or it's going to go into it. But yeah, so I mean, it's like going to Hollywood and saying, I want to go meet George Clooney, so I'm just going to go out there and just go meet him. Well, Jackson Galaxy on YouTube is kind of that same realm. It's like, how the heck do we do that? How do we get the attention of somebody who has that big of a following? And yeah.
You even had the video series where you were doing the cat bully.
Yep.
If anybody didn't see those, it's a playlist on the channel, the cat bully reintroduction series you've been working on.
Yep, exactly. And we have him hashtagged and linked and all of that. So it's not like that's we haven't done what we can. I mean, yeah. You need to know more. You need to know. Wait, what did Stephanie say here? Wait. You need an emotional support animal to take with you on the plane. I don't know if I could pick one. I mean, who would I take? Well, I could probably take Feline with me or Sherlock. Yeah, those probably be the two that I could probably bring with me on a plane and wouldn't actually cause a scene because, yeah, those are the two that can go in the car with me and are pretty well okay. I know Jenna said, thanks, Stephanie. We make Kim laugh and cry here. We sure do, Jenna. That cat cry voice is also a good distraction.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. I love that so much.
That one's our special.
Can I give them a little, just a generic, idea?
100%.
Okay, so Jenna's husband, for those of you that don't know, Jenna's husband actually produces a couple other shows on YouTube. And there's a couple of sound bites from those shows that we know all the time because we're in there watching those videos and whatever. And that's a sound bite of somebody saying, we're doing it. And it's become kind of a battle cry for me and Jenna. So Jenna took that one sound bite and she put the cat meow in there. So it sounds like he's saying we're mewing it because we thought that was cute. Jenna did not scrub.
We're doing it.
Yep. So that's where that sound bite came from, just so you guys understand where that came from.
A little bit of laughs, a little bit of laughs.
Here's one that you could probably relate to, Jenna, that I just put up.
Oh, yeah. My cat sits on my laptop. Lila, just as we were getting started to run the stream, not 2 minutes before, I was like, okay, we're going to run the countdown. Here saunters over Lila right on the laptop and knocks the other one over. It's brilliant, really.
Yep. Mary Miles, the sanctuary I worked at tried to get in touch with Jackson Galaxy. It's really tough. It was a very specialized sanctuary where we only took animals that were used in research. Ugh, that's awful. Yeah. So as much, I mean, I would love, listen, I would love, like I said, I'm not looking for a handout here. I'm not looking for somebody to just come and just give me something. No, I'm giving you guys a product and I'm asking for you guys to just, what you feel it's worth, to give back. That's all I'm asking. I'm not even going to put a dollar amount on it because there's no dollar amount on it. If you're entertained, if you like the product, then yeah, it's kind of like being a waitress and getting tips. I'm going to do my best to earn your respect, earn your patronage, earn, any tip you guys give me. And if that's a form of a financial tip, great. If it's in the form of what Stacy's doing, Stacy's, sitting here trying to get a hold of other YouTubers to try to help me out with collabs. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Because I will never ask somebody just for a handout, but I will ask somebody to help me to help myself. I mean, I'm willing to do whatever I have to do. I'll work for it. I just need that opportunity. So yeah, so I would love to do collabs. That's one of my goals here. Gizmo's 16 years old and still knocks off my Have you guys ever noticed that they will literally get on a table? And I mean, it's not even a joke at this point. They will literally get on a table, look right at you as they're doing this. And you're like, don't do it. And they stop for a second. But they never break eye contact. And they will just keep doing it. Dink, right off the table. And I just sit there and watch them do it. And I just go, for real? Really? This what we're doing? Yep. Oops, laptop off the table. Yep, exactly. I mean, and the worst one in my house for doing that is got to be Tiny Whiny. And I don't know why. He just will. He will get onto the table or the buffet hutch where my TV is. And I have a couple of coasters up there. And they're glass coasters. And he will get up there and he will look. I don't know what it is with them giving you eye contact when they do this, but he's like, hey, Mom, watch this. Think. And right off the dang thing, I'm just going, all right, I guess it doesn't belong up there. And Catitude, this one's for you. It's a new one I don't think you guys have seen yet. My other little mugs. I think this one's adorable. I actually got this in a thrift store one time. I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, that's got to go home with me because it's so cute. Yeah, so this is my little mug of the day. I need to get more of these. So I literally have just a revolving cycle of like 6 of them. Good thing I have pillows on my concrete laptop. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. Gravity check. I love that. Yeah, gravity check. They are constant. Listen, gravity exists. No, you do not. Catitude, you have one that says Catitude. That's phenomenal. I love that. I love that so much. That's good for you. Good for you. Round of applause for you. Thank you, Mary. So just recap, guys. If you can't help out financially, that's okay. I understand. I'm not asking anybody to put themselves in a bad place financially or whatever else in order to, help me out. But I am going to ask you, I am going to beg you, actually. I am begging you guys, please, 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 make sure that you're hitting the thumbs up. Make sure that you are using the share button. You can find a share button for every single one of my videos. Just hit the share button, share it to your Facebook, share it to your Instagram, share it to wherever you've got up in anything. And like I said before, I don't care if you only have 5 people that follow you on your social platform. It's 5 people that I don't have. That's 5 more people that we didn't have before you shared it. So it is anything you guys do, everything you guys do, helping us just boost ourselves into the algorithm, helping us get seen on other platforms and getting a bigger audience. I mean, I would love to have like 3 times as many people in our chats. I love George. Listen, I looked over and I just happened to see that. I love George Tuna Clue. That man just gets better with age. Just go find one. How is that? I mean, for real, let's talk about this real quick. How does that man get better looking and the older he gets? I mean, I hope to God he donates his body to science when he dies, because somebody needs to understand that. How does he do that? Because he does. Him and Sean Connery. He's the other one. Just the older they get, the better they look. What in the heck is going on with those genetics? They're pretty damn good. Yeah. So I agree with you. But anyways, I'm sorry. I saw George Clooney in the chat and I had to get distracted for a second. Squirrel, right? But yeah, so sharing all the videos, just like I said, hitting the like button and just getting in here and commenting. The more comments we get, we need to make sure that we're hitting a really high percentage of engagement and a high percentage of likes on the videos. So if you haven't done it already on this one, please, guys, hit the thumbs up. There's no reason not to. I've actually been sitting here paying attention the whole time, and there's really nothing not to like about this video. So a live stream. So yeah. So I give you guys permission to hit the thumbs up on this one.
That was cute, Kim.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I did.
I tried to channel my inner Shuli for that one.
There you go. Good job.
I was like, what would Shuli say in the situation? Well, if I had a thing, I would do Dusty Roads right now, but I don't have the little echo thing. So
you don't have a soundboard. So
I don't have a soundboard. Maybe someday I'll have a soundboard. If you guys don't know what I'm saying right now, I don't know. I don't know if you guys There's one of the, yeah.
It's okay. We don't need a soundboard. We've got.
We do.
We're good. We're good.
Anybody, I don't know if anybody knows who Dusty Rhodes is. Come on, you guys. I know some of you ladies in here, some of you guys in here. You guys got to be at least my age. If not, have a couple of years on me. I know some of you have actually told me that you got your years on me, so that's not me saying anything bad. I just know you do. But there's a Dusty Rhodes, an old wrestler, and yeah, there's just there's a couple of other YouTube channels that do very good imitations of him.
I get a kick out of it.
Oh no, I love when Dusty Rhodes comes out. So
all those old wrestlers make me laugh, like Ric Flair and all.
Oh, Ric Flair! Yeah. Oh God, the Nature Boy! Woo! Yep, exactly. Yeah. Someday I'm gonna get a
wrestling,
guys, and I'm gonna work on my impressions of old wrestlers, and we're gonna do things like that. Yeah. Stacy says I'm 46 years old last Friday, and who is that? Stacy. Dusty Rhodes. So I'm 48, just turned 48 at the end of November. So, you would be Scorpio, right? Because you're not going to be Sagittarius, are you? No, maybe you are Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius goes from? I thought it ended right after my birthday, so you might be Scorpio. Anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, so back in the day, AWA, this was way before the WWE. It was WWF, things like that. There was a lot of wrestlers back then, like the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, the Road Warriors, Jake the Snake Roberts, and Dusty Rhodes, and Greg Gagne and Vern Gagne. This was all before the whole, the drama, whatever. But yeah, so Stacey, you better be joking. You better know who it is. Okay, you are Sagittarius. I couldn't remember if it goes before or after, but yeah. So fellow Sagittarius, yay! We are little Spitfires, aren't we? Yes, we are. We are fire signs. I mean, I don't know why anybody would mess with a fire sign. It's just not a good idea. I'm a water sign. I'm an earth sign. Oh, who cares? I'm a fire sign. Don't. I probably wouldn't hurt anybody. It's just something I say just because it's fun. I had to run to lunch with my husband, but I left the stream going, was so glad to see you still here when I got back. Hi, Ruby Dawn. How are you doing? I'm so glad you're here, hon. And I hope you're doing okay. I hope things are going okay for you. Yeah, I was hoping I'd hear from you about this weekend. So yeah, let me know about how this weekend went and whatever. I'm still waiting to hear back from my sources. So yeah, let's see. Stacey, born second week of December, and I don't know who it is. Listen, okay, Stacey, do me a favor. Just go do some Googling. Google Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair and all them. And yeah, they're pretty entertaining. It was pretty entertaining back then. I mean, it still is, but it was a little less over the top like it is now. It was more believable back then. Or maybe it's just because I was younger and more gullible that I believed it a lot more than I do.
I was going to say, as a child, it was a lot of fun. But
I know it was. But I think maybe that's what it is. But maybe because we were so young that back then we just believed it so much because we were have heard of Hulk Hogan. Okay, Hulk Hogan is back in those days too. Well, Hulk Hogan spans all of time pretty much. I mean, I think that man's been around since the great floods that that required an ark. But Hulk Hogan, he was back in the Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, all that, Jake the Snake Roberts. In fact, I think him and Jake the Snake Roberts had had like an ally thing for a while there, way back in the day. But yeah, so all right, guys. So now that we've had our little TED talk on wrestling history, Stephanie, I just want to get Stacey. My birthday is December 19th. I'm for 56. Oh, it's awesome, Stephanie.
Happy birthday, Stephanie.
Yes, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday to Stacey. Happy early birthday to Stephanie. Cool mug, Kim. Thank you. You like that? Isn't it adorable? I think it's cute. It's one of those mugs that a lot of people are like, that is so ugly. I'm like, yeah, but it's one of those things like an ugly sweater, like Christmas sweater. It's so ugly. It's so cute. Hulk Hogan lives close to me. I've seen him at stores many times. Really? I don't. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. He lives in Florida now. So, when I was a kid, I don't know how many people you guys know this, but a lot of wrestlers, and I mean a lot of wrestlers, came out of Minnesota back in the day, like back in the AWA times. And Greg Gagne, Vern Gagne, Mean Gene Okerlund, and believe it or not, Andre the Giant all spent a lot of time in Minnesota. And I actually when I was a little kid, we ran into Andre the Giant, literally ran into him in a grocery store one time. And when you're a little kid, if you think that man's big regularly, try being like 9 years old and running into that man. You come up to his knee, literally. He was huge. He was so huge. I couldn't believe. I started crying because I was so scared, but I was a little kid. We've seen your cage. Yeah, no kidding. Clearwater, Florida. Okay, so that's cool. All right, guys. I think we've rambled on long enough. Like I said, I'm going to do my best when I get out of the stream today. I'm going to call the city, and I'm going to do my best to figure something out for the electric bill so that we don't have to cancel the stream this weekend. But I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of what's going on, just in case that it comes to that, worst comes to worst, and that happens. I wanted you guys to understand why, and don't worry, if we do have to cancel it, we will reschedule it, and I'll be back on regular schedule on Monday. So hit the like button. Like I said, I've already reviewed this live stream, and it definitely qualifies for the like button. So I expect everybody to hit the like button on this one at least. I mean, some of the other ones might be questionable, up for interpretation, but this one's okay. So hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, which I know the majority of you guys are. Hit the notification bell. Definitely comment in whatever you guys can comment in, and share. Please just use the share feature on any video and share it across all platforms. The more you guys share my videos, the more it gets out, and the more everything can, the more we can get out to possibly get some of these other YouTubers in here for some Let's Chats. I would love to do that. I think you guys deserve that, and I think it'd be a lot of fun. So good luck with everything. Have a perfect day. Thank you so much, Perfect Life. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go get some things done and get some things organized and figured out. Thank you guys so much. Jenna, do you want to do this, or are you too tired today? I can do it by myself.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, and my timing's a little bit off. You've got this.
I got this. Don't worry, guys. I know all the chat's gonna do it with me anyways. So I know you guys do this at home. I know you do. Don't tell me that you don't. I know you do. So you know what? I can't hear you right now, but I know you're doing it. So let's just all do it together, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.